Hi, my name is Robert Webb, and I'm going to be reading this book I wrote called Little Tim's Adventures. Two boys walked outside to complete their science project about shadows. The boys had to attach a golf tee to a piece of paper and draw a dot where the shadow was at different times of the day. It was the last thing they had to do before going home, but right as they were about to head inside, they spotted something moving. As they got more and more close, they got nervous. Was it a worm or was it a snake? Yes, it was a snake. Not a venomous one or a mean one, but a nice, small, quiet, friendly one. As the boys realized how friendly the snake was, they began to like the snake more and more. They were too loud playing with him, so a girl noticed and came over to them. "Hey guys, what you looking at?" she said. Then she saw the snake, and she was so surprised that she screamed. The boys were in a panic and tried to hide the snake, but then Joseph, one of the boys, realized Mrs. Finn was coming closer. Mrs. Finn was a quiet old lady, but could still sometimes be mean. Mrs. Finn came over and almost screamed her head off when she saw the snake, so she ran inside to get the janitor. The boys, Owen and Joseph, felt defeated. The cute little snake was going to be taken away and decided they couldn't let that happen. They quickly rushed the snake over to the edge of the school property where a bunch of bushes were located. Owen and Joseph said their last goodbyes and named him Little Tim before pushing him through the bushes. They told him to go as far away from here as he could. Little Tim rushed away from the school. Now he was on a journey to get across the country and as far away from there as he could. Little Tim, tired after days of traveling, finally reached Ohio. Once he arrived, he was greeted by a weird tall man with a long beard. "Kids, come here!" shouted the man. Two kids came running along. "What now, Dad?" said the first child, annoyed. "Ooh, looky," said the second child. "Can we keep him?" said the first. "Of course," said the man. Then they put him into a box. Little Tim was scared and couldn't escape for hours until he finally spotted an air hole and slithered out. Little Tim rushed to the nearest park. When he got there, he spotted a cardinal being bullied by a group of crows. "Hey, stop that!" yelled Little Tim, scaring off the mean crows. "Thank you so much for saving me. You should always help people from bullies," said the cardinal. "Oh, it was no problem," said Little Tim. "For you, it was no big deal, but for me, it was huge. How can I ever repay you?" asked the cardinal. "My name is Dakota." "Well, I need to get across the country. Can you take me there?" "No," said Dakota, "but I can take you the farthest I can go. It's probably about mid-Colorado." "Perfect," replied Little Tim. So the two started flying across the country. Finally, they reached Colorado. The new friends said goodbye, and then Little Tim continued his journey once again. Little Tim went to the nearest park. This time, he found a bluebird sitting on the ledge. "Hey, mister," he called out. Can you fly me across the country?" "Oi, mate. I'll help you if you help me find my brother," the bird responded in an accent. Okay, where is he?" asked Little Tim, a little confused. "He got captured by the alligator in the sewer," cried the bluebird. Little Tim began his journey into the sewer, where he found the alligator and a baby bluebird in a cage. "Hey!" said Little Tim in his loudest and scariest voice. The alligator didn't see Little Tim, so he thought Little Tim was a great big monster. Little Tim said, "You give me back that bluebird!" The alligator got scared of the big voice. Little Tim told him to send the bluebird down the stream. So the alligator floated the baby bluebird down the stream to Little Tim. Little Tim helped the baby bluebird get back up to the surface and to his older brother. The older brother was so grateful that he said, "I will fly you all the way to California." Little Tim didn't know exactly where California was, but he thanked the bluebird for his help anyway, and decided to go with the big brother bluebird. "California's all the way across the country. That's where you wanted to go, right? Oh, yes, 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 shouted little Tim Tim, very excited. Thank you so much. Big Brother Bluebird flew all night and day. Finally, little Tim Tim and Big Brother Bluebird made their way all the way across the country. Little Tim Tim finally reached California and accomplished his goal of going across the country, as far away from Mrs. Finn as he could get. So he celebrated. But this isn't quite the end for little Tim Tim, as it's not quite the farthest he could get. To be continued. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story.